Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to another episode of the Sidewalk Saint. This is part 2 of the series of Who the Hell Am I? So, anyways, we left off on the last one. We were talking about healing the inner child and met my wife to be and things and had kids, blah, blah, blah. So, here we go into the family part of my existence. And this is where the big awakenings happen. This is where big things happen. So, yeah, I've been on my path up, and I met my wife. She came over here. We had the kids. It's great. And then let's get into the life and the ascension. So, I had a good friend who was definitely part of my soul group. And he's watching over me now through what's going on at this time, too. But his name was Mike. What a great guy. A different kind of a guy, though. Kind of person that most people wouldn't tolerate. Most people wouldn't tolerate this guy. But I just could see past all that. I could tell he was something special. And we worked together a lot. We opened a company together. And then I grew a lot at that company. And then ended up opening my own company. So that led to my biggest awakening. It was fun. Made a lot of good money for the first time in my entire life. I had a decent amount of money. It's a very exciting time for me. And things were good. And, over time, it just got harder and more stressful. The company got bigger. Things got a little crazier. It was hard to keep a track of the people around me and what they were doing. And I was always good about, safety and whatnot, for sure. We had meetings every single morning and trying to keep the reins on what was going on, since it was, we were working in excavation. Didn't want any danger at any point for anyone. But yeah, down the road, I went through a lot of hard employees and everything from, and believe me, I didn't know always who I was hiring. You take what you can get. Not everybody wants to dig a hole, right? But, from drug addicts to, I had a skinhead. I didn't even know it. And he was harassing my family. And it was all kinds of restraining orders. And it got pretty bad with that sort of thing. And and then I hired one friend. And I'm not sure what happened, but I had my journeyman running a job, and my good lifelong friend actually passed away in an accident. And so that was the beginning of the big awakening for me. And so the passing of my dear, dear brother, that just was like, it kind of all culminated right there. It's like someone really special to you passes on your job site, really. My friend was the journeyman of the job site, running it, but it's, well, what can you do? So yeah, and that just sent me down a spiraling hole of, it didn't send me down a hole, more of it just knocked the shit out of me. It was an out of body experience, I would say. Definitely completely left myself. Had to get out of my body and just, here, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I had to more or less just get out of my body and try to survive the incident. The loss of my friend, and he had a kid that he just had with his new wife, and it couldn't have been any worse, really. And then now down the road also, the family had their friend go get a whole bunch of signatures under the false pretense that somehow I meant for their son to die, and convinced several university students to sign a petition. Certainly a lopsided thing and misrepresented, obviously. And, now the state's after me too. So they want to put me in prison, is what they wanted to do. Anyways, let's get to the point. The point is, that's enough to push just about anybody over the edge. Really, all it did to me is awaken me and into all kinds of. Well, it started out with, I just went within and I was able to channel information, and it just got wilder and wilder from there to the point where, I can hear the guy talking whenever I want. I can talk to him and channel him, and I believe at this point, as far as the family's concerned, I'm meant for their son to die, which is, I appreciate their feeling, but it's nonsense. I was very safety oriented, extremely safety oriented, and there were other things that happened that I'm not going to talk about that led up to that, and not something I did. It really wasn't my fault. Anyways, so and that really just pushed me. It pushed me further and further and further, and it forced me into a large awakening, into a very large awakening. At this point, I'm doing spiritual coaching. I'm teaching mastership, how to be a master. I got 100% success rate with everyone that I work with. It's a very blurry thing, though. Sometimes you just go and you talk to them about nothing, and they get what they need. And sometimes, because it's random, it can just happen. It happens all the time. It happens every day, every single day. I'm serving a purpose to someone, whether I know them or not. It just happens. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I can channel dead people. I can give people doorways to their future. I can transmute their negativity. Just unlock any various thing to any person, really. It's been, I've not failed yet in the last couple of years of doing this. Now it's to the point where I'm working, and every customer, every friend or customer that I spend any time around, I end up doing a free reading, or whatever you want to call it. And it's just been amazing. A lot of random people come to me. They know they're going to come to me. I know they're coming to me. It's just really fabulous, I don't need crystals. I don't need tarot cards. I don't need anything. It's everything. Forget psychic. I'm a healer, but in the craziest sense of the word. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even understand how it all happens. I just know what to say, when to say it. I don't even know it. It just happens the right way. For each and every person, it's different. Every person has a different kind of awakening. And so I don't have any major accolades of any kind, but I can help. Whatever I talk about, whatever I do, it works. Oh, yeah. 100, 1,000%. I've not failed yet. But I hope this was some sort of an introduction. But some people need horribleness to awaken. I just want to leave you guys with this really important note. I think this could help just anyone on the planet. You don't have to go through something big and horrible anymore. It's not required. So don't do it. Just awaken all on your own. Make the decision. You don't want to see your friends pass. You don't want to go through hell just to get there. You don't have to. That time is over. So know that. I know that. Drop your karma. Clear yourself and align. Whatever religion you are, doesn't matter. Just do it. This stuff will all be adopted eventually. So I hope this helped someone out. I hope that advice was good. And I really appreciate your guys' views. And we'll see you on the next one.